Okay, creating and using a Google document, and I'll show you a couple cool things with that, like the research bar. So you're going to go to Create, Document. This automatically saves itself, but you name it by clicking on here. We'll say Practice. Okay, so that is named, and you can see up here it's saving, and it's saved, and it saves automatically very fast. Saving, saved. So you don't really have to worry about saving or kids saving either. The document works just like a normal document works. A lot of the same similar things. So print button, undo, text, fonts, font size, all that's pretty similar. One thing I do want to show you is the tools bar though, and research, because that's pretty cool. So say I'm researching Martin Luther King, and over here we have everything in Google about Martin Luther King. So I can scroll down and it brings up all these things you can click on to research, like so. If you do some research on here, you just take some notes, you come back and you say Martin, type it in here, Martin Luther King, and you use something over here that you want to cite. I can push cite, and it's going to leave a little 1 right there that it's its footnote. And if I scroll down the bottom of the page, there's the footnote for that site. This is searching Martin Luther King on Google. You can also search images, and if I decide to put this image in right here, it puts a little 2. If I scroll down, that footnote is down at the bottom. I can search quotes. It doesn't have a lot of quotes I've found for a lot of people, but it'll give you some quotes, and I could just put my cursor over here where I want it, and this is one of my favorite quotes here. I'm going to insert that, and there it is, footnoted. You can also Scholar is books. So these are books about Martin Luther King Jr. Now you can't click on the book. You can insert the information. You can cite as a footnote, but this would be the case if you had something in your class that were using like the textbook. Our textbooks are in here, so I could put the history textbook up there if I had the information, and cite that down here. Also, you want to know how to share. So sharing is just like sharing in Drive. If this is something I was going to put on my website, I would put public or Summers District, one of those things, depending. We'll get to that later. And then if I wanted to share this document with somebody I was working with, so if I was working with Tom, I would put in Tom Gillespie at Summers Dist and share and save. I'm going to cancel that though, and we will work together on that document if we wanted to. Finally, the last thing is, well, 2 more things. If your students are working on something for you, you need to teach them how to share the information with you so that you can look it up. If you're going to give feedback on those documents as you get them, you can add comments in here, give a comment. You can also, if you have something specific, I can highlight this, right click and type comment, and it's going to be linked. My comment will be linked to what I highlight, so I can say great quote comment, and that is going to go with the highlight here, so that makes it pretty easy. Finally, the last thing on here is there's a chat button. I don't have anybody else to chat with, but if somebody else is on this page, like Mr. Gillespie, we could chat about this document using this chat button.